Good morning, good evening, good afternoon everyone. Welcome to the GIG School Management System. In this video, I'm going to show you how to submit your assessment scores, that is exam scores, activities of integration and project scores. So this video goes to the teachers who use the GIG School Management System. So if you want to submit marks, the first thing you need to do is to log in to the system. You enter your school code, the username and password. You enter them here and then you click login. So once you are logged in, you can submit marks. So our menu is on top and on bottom. These are the tabs that will give you different links that can help you to do certain tasks. So if you are to submit marks, this is the tab that deals with marks. So you will click this button, upload exam marks, and then it will open for you a page for uploading exam scores. You will select your class, you select the stream, you select, it will load for you the subjects. It looks like I don't teach, I don't have any subject in senior 1A. Let's select senior 1B. So the subjects loaded will depend on how your load is allocated. If you are allocated any subject in any class or stream, you will only upload marks for that subject. So here I select biology, here I select term, let me select term 1, 2025, and then the exam set. Let's select the beginning of term, and then you load the students. This one is a converter. If you want to turn it on, you put the marks. If you don't want to use it, you leave it like that. If you want to use it, this one will help you to convert the marks to the required maximum mark. You see, the system is telling us that the beginning of term, as it is set by the system administrator, it should be out of 80, but you might have your marks out of maybe 60. So if your marks are marked out of 60 and the system wants them at 80, you can put 60 here. If your marks are already out of 80, you skip this one, you leave it as 0, or you leave empty space. So let's see if we try to convert them from 60 to 80, what happens. So you load your subjects, so you see it is telling us that the converter is active and it will be marks will be submitted from 60 to 80. So I already have some marks in the system, but if you have not yet submitted marks, these fields will be empty. If you have submitted, they will display. You can edit or delete. So you will enter your marks here, 56. If I try to enter 70, it will refuse and tell me that value must be between 0 and 60. So you put a value that is below 60 or equal to 60, and then afterwards you submit. You click save scores and the marks will be submitted into the system. So marks have been successfully submitted. So this is what we have submitted. You might want to edit. So if you want to edit, you can simply edit. I can make this one 40, and then I submit, I save. So if I save again, they will be updated to the new values that I have set. If you want to delete, my network is slow, I don't know. If you want to delete, you just rub it off. Let me first refresh. If you want to refresh, you will press Ctrl R. I don't know what's the problem with my network. So this is what we have edited. This one was made 40, so I can decide to delete this. So if I rub it off and save, it should now be deleted. So if we check again, it is no longer there. Let us see, because now we are submitting them out of 50. Let's see if you load the page with the converter off, what happens. Let's load again and see. We have to select the subject. It was biology. Then we load. So if we load, you see they have now increased because we have turned off the converter, and if we turn them off the converter, the system will assume they are out of 80, or any mark that is set by the system administrator. So that's how you submit exam scores. Let's also see how you can upload activities of integration. So to upload activities of integration, we shall come to this page, the other icon, and then you select upload AOI. It will display for you this page. You select the class, the stream, the chapter. Let us first select senior 1 A. So you will select your class, you select the stream, and you make sure that what you are selecting, you have some teaching load there. Because for example here, if I select stream 8, will not load the subjects, because according to this subject allocations, it shows that I don't teach any subject in senior 1A, but I teach biology and chemistry in senior 1B. So if I select stream B, it will load for us the subject, and then we select which subject we teach. It will load the chapters. You select the chapters. Let me select viruses, and then term 1 2025. You can also turn on the converter here. These marks will be automatically converted to 3. If they are already converted, if they are already in points, you don't need to turn on the converter. But if they are not converted, maybe you have your marks out of 10, out of 20, out of any mark, you put your maximum mark here, and the system will automatically convert them to 3. So I will not use the converter. So you load the page. Now this page, for it does not have the save button, but it saves marks automatically. So you enter your scores here. The fields should turn green to show you that they have been saved. If you see them turning green, you know they have been saved. And if my computer turns off right now, I'll have no problem next time I continue from where I stopped. So that is it. That's how you submit marks. If you are to use the converter, you put your marks here. Let's say we want to convert from 19, and then we load. So if we load, you see the other ones that we have entered have now also been converted, and I can also still enter other scores that are out of 19. You can also edit. I can change this one to be 15, and you can also delete. I can actually decide to delete this. I just rub it off and the field should turn white. That's how you know that it has been deleted. Then concerning project scores, you can use this one. It will also display for you a page where you select the class, the stream, and you enter the term. The term can be 1, can be 2 or 3 in Roman numerals like that, and then you also enter the year. If you want to navigate back, press Alt plus left arrow in case the title bar doesn't display. And you wait for it to load. My network is slow. Let's refresh. Okay, so that's how you deal with submitting marks. If you want to see your marks, we have the mark sheet. There are various ways of viewing your marks. You can use the My Mark Sheet here. This is the specific mark sheet for teachers. So if we click this, it should display for you the mark sheet. It will tell you that, hey, welcome Catherine, you teach biology and chemistry in senior 1. So your mark sheet will contain only biology and chemistry marks. So I can select the class, I select the term, let me select term 2, I select 2025, I select term 2 because it seems I have some marks in term 2. So if I load, it will generate for me the mark sheet. These are the exam marks now on my mark sheet, but you see there are no activities of integration here. You need to enable them. So come to this and enable activities of integration, and then generate again. So it will display for you all the activities of integration and all the assessments that you have done throughout the term that you have selected. And this is your mark sheet. All the activities of integration, all the exam sets, the activities of integration converted to 20. So we obtain the average, we divide by 3, and then we multiply by 20 to get the converted mark. And then the exam sets, they are converted to 80. Then we get the total mark, we give you the grade. So you can have your full mark sheet, you can print it, or you can download and print. So if you print, it should generate for you a document. So it has downloaded actually. So let's open this document and we'll see. It is taking too long. So this is the document. you can print it and you keep it in your file. You can also export it to Excel. So if you export, it should download for you an Excel file, which you can also print, or you keep it in your phone or computer. So that is one way of viewing Exam Max. Let us wait for it to open and we'll see how it looks like. So Max Z zone as yeah. Okay, let us close. You can also use this one if you want to see activities of integration. Select your class, select your subject, select the year, the term, you select term 2, you filter. So this one will only show you the activities of integration that you have taught in this term. You can also print the document, or you download the Excel file. Then there are also some other features that I want to show you. You can edit the chapters. This can come in handy if you have mistakenly uploaded the marks that you were not supposed to upload, or maybe you have chapters A and B. You have uploaded marks for chapter A, but you have uploaded them into chapter B. Let me show you. So if you want to edit the chapter names without deleting the marks, maybe I have uploaded marks for introduction to biology, but they were supposed to be for sales. So I can edit the introduction biology to become sales. So you use this link. It will open for you this page. You select the class, the subject, select the class, and then you load the chapters. It will load for you the chapters, and you will be free to edit these chapters. For example, I can edit this one. So the old chapter is this. The new chapter, I can make it sorts. So if I update, the marks will remain there, but they will no longer be for this chapter, they will be for sorts. So I can update. If I load the chapters, now the other one has been now edited. The marks will remain in the system, but the chapter name will remain. Another scenario might happen if you want to delete marks for the entire chapter. We have seen how to delete marks one by one, but you might want to delete marks for the whole chapter at once. So on the page that uploads AOI scores, we have this chapter button called redundant chapters. You can select your subject, the class, the stream, the term. Let's select term 1, the year 2025, and then you load. Looks like there are no scores for this subject. Let's select biology. No marks. Let's select stream B, and we see, yeah, there are some marks here. So this page will display for you all the chapters that you have uploaded this term, and it will give you the capability to delete for term 1 we have only uploaded marks for viruses, but I can decide to delete. So all the marks for all students in the selected class for this chapter will be deleted, and you can upload them again if it was a mistake. Then one last thing that I need to show you, which is also important, is how to see all your marks from senior 1. Lord forgive me for my network. So the last thing, but most importantly, is this link here, view all AOI. This one helps you to see all the activities of integration for a specific class right away from senior 1. So it will show you activities of integration for the entire course. So I can select senior 1 and filter, so the system will display all the chapters. Now if they are in senior 4, the system will show you how they have been scoring in the activities of integration right away from senior 1 up to where they are. And this page can also be used to track syllabus coverage. So according to this, we have taught this, we have taught this, we have taught this, we have also taught this. So that's how you see marks for the entire course. And so that is it. Maybe is there anything else left? Another thing that I want to show you is how to add chapters. You see, when we are uploading activities of integration, we have to upload chapters, but for some reason you might not find the chapters you need. Maybe that subject we don't have it in our system. There are some subjects which are not common, most especially languages. Most of the chapters for languages, we might not have them in our system. But if you find that the chapter is not in the system, you can add it for yourself. So how do you add it? There is this link here, actually this one here. You use this one, manage AOI chapters. So if the chapter that you are looking for doesn't show in the suggestions, you add it from here. You use this plus icon, you write the name of your chapter. Let me write some dummy name here, and then you select the subject you add. So if you add it, it will show you, it will display in the suggestions when you are uploading activities of integration. If you want to delete that chapter, you can first search for it and then you delete. Okay, so I think that's all that you need to know in this video. There is one more thing, and actually I think this one is the most important. Dealing with optional subjects. Optional subjects might not have students assigned to them. So if you are to upload marks for an optional subject, you have to first assign students to that subject. If not, the system will tell you to first assign them, So what you do, let's say you teach Uganda, let's try to upload some marks for some subject here. Select the class, select the stream, I select the system only displays biology and chemistry, which are compulsory, but if the subject is optional, you will come here on this category, you click students optional subjects, you select your subject, the class and the stream, and then you load. The system will display for you all the students. You tick the students who do your subject. So the students that you tick here are the ones that the system will display for you when you are trying to upload marks. So after selecting them, you will click update subjects and it will be done. So that's it for this video. I wish you the best as you use this system, and if you can give us a like, or if you can subscribe to our channel, we shall also appreciate. I wish you the best.